Welcome new and returning viewers to the Mooncat Tarot reading for the month of October. You'll see before you 3 crystal balls, and each has a prominent figure within. The month of October is very special because we are approaching Halloween night, and Halloween is a common night for fortune telling. And so with the crystal balls in front of you, take a moment to view the figures within and see which one most appeals to you. So the first, which you can see on the left, has a skull. In the middle, we have a black cat. And on the right, it's a little hard to see, but that is a raven on the perch there. So I'm going to give you a minute now to decide which of these is calling out to you. And while you're taking a look, I'll remind you that I am giving out a free reading to someone who will win a drawing based on those who comment on the video. So by the end of October or by Halloween night, I will choose the winner from among those who have commented on this video, and you will get a free personalized video reading. Now, I do need to emphasize that in order for me to do this reading for you, you're going to need to send me an email address. So I have a winner from the past who still hasn't sent me that email address, and I do hope to hear from you soon. But you can send it to me privately to my email, which is tarotmooncat@gmail.com. And so I will also have that posted in the description so that you can get to it easily. And I hope that if you do win, that I hear from you and get your email address so that I can send you that personalized video. Okay, and so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let you choose your crystal ball. For those of you who chose the skull, this is your reading. And just a few thoughts before we begin about Halloween, which is commonly understood that Halloween is a spiritually sensitive time. It may be somewhat lesser known that it was, in years past, a night to peer into the future and to receive communication or spiritual guidance. And that is because the energies were being more sensitive at this time. The messages that came through are more likely to be accurate and more likely to be received. Okay, so beginning with your reading here. We have Pumpkin Baby. Okay, let's talk about that card a little bit. Okay, if you notice a jump in the video, that is because the camera fell down and I had to reset it up. So there might be a slight difference in the view here, but that's why. And we're going to talk about Pumpkin Baby. And so this is a truly exciting oracle to receive. It's saying that you have conceived of something magical. So you're about to bring forth something that you are creating. This is either like a creative project or perhaps an actual pregnancy or just bringing a new condition into your life. But the idea here, just like when you have, when you do give physical birth a real, or carry through a real pregnancy, your life is forever after altered. But this is in a beautiful and positive way. And so this pumpkin baby means that there's something happening. There's something happening within you that's quite magical, and it's about to come forth. And then when it does, it's going to bring a lot of positivity into your world. Something wonderful and new is coming through for you. And it's also in the oracle for this card that at this time, because what you're bringing forth is so, it's, I don't want to use the word fragile, but it's delicate, and you're surrounded by beings of light, which are showering you with blessings at this time, sending love to you, and your physical body so that you can carry through, and bringing forward whatever this birth may be, whether that's symbolic or actual. But the ultimate idea here that is so exciting is that this is a happy change and something that's going to bring a lot of joy into your life. All right, let's take a look at the next card for you. Pumpkin Promise is the card. Okay, that's a lot of pumpkins. So let's talk about the pumpkin and its symbolism. And what it is really is a symbol of the harvest, which is a symbol of plenty. And that means that you're bringing abundance into your life. There is an abundance coming in that is very, very exciting, very promising for you. And with Pumpkin Promise, there is a wish that's coming true for you. There is something that you have deeply desired that is manifesting now. So everything you could have wished for or hoped for, it's like the universe is giving you a great big yes. And this is now coming into your life. And you're talking about endless abundance. So perpetual abundance is the way to think of that. And so that doesn't mean that there won't be hardships. There's a message here about roadblocks, that it's possible that those, you may still experience roadblocks, but those that you experience will be vital to your happiness and success. So everything that's occurring from this point onward, everything that's happening is happening to bring you into your greatest life, your greatest expression of yourself. And so you're here to receive this beautiful gift and cultivate gratitude for that, and to let this take you into a place that is of greater joy and excitement, where you can live in such a way that you're bringing in light. All right, let's take a look at your next cards. Magic Touch. This is a woodland nymph with the message to use your gentle touch and intention to restore balance and heal yourself and others. So I'm getting a sense here that there have been some challenges or trials, and that I'm picking up on an energy from the cards, and what I'm picking up on is this celebratory joy, like just so much happiness coming in. What a wonderful message for you if you've chosen the skull here. You also have Jaguar Spirit. Okay, that means choices. Glean wisdom from the past and fearlessly follow the path that resonates with your soul. It's interesting, you know, animals don't think twice about following their instinct. It comes so naturally to them. And we learn to second guess, and it's good to fiercely follow, as it says in the card there, to fiercely follow your path, knowing what resonates with your soul. And so there's just a lot of alignment here, a lot of abundance here. Okay, now I'm reading forward some tarot, and I see the Five of Wands card here. And that's something I was picking up on too, is that there has been some challenges, some conflict. Maybe that is where you're at right now, or it's in your most recent past. So that's what you're coming out of, the energy that you're coming out of is a place where this sort of aggravation or this constant sort of conflict had you in a place where you're feeling blocked, stuck, stagnant, and unable to move forward. You are about to break out of that. And so I see the butterflies around her, and I know this is discussed so often, but the symbolism of the caterpillar retreating before it becomes a butterfly. And they're in the cocoon. I wonder what that consciousness is like for that caterpillar, if its consciousness is present, because the breakdown process must be quite painful. And it may seem like there's no end to that existence within the cocoon, but certainly there is. And that breakout of the cocoon, that freedom of the flight and the transformation that has occurred afterward, just into beauty and freedom. Beauty and freedom combined is something here. And I think that's the kind of transformation that you're leaning into as well. It's no surprise here to see the Death card. And that is because of the transformation that you're going through. So this is, as the very first oracle card said with Pumpkin Baby, the transformation is absolute. So there is no going backward. The transformation, what you're coming into, is something that is going to forever change you in a fundamental way. Now, this isn't to say you're going to completely lose every aspect of who you were before, but certainly it's a transformation that alters you. I like to see the abundance of the foxes on this card, and remember that again, this is that call to instinct and to following instinct. And with foxes, that's almost in a playful way, and it's like this is what is leading to the transformation. So the death is final, but the death is a final transformation. So the end of what was to become something new. And there again is that symbolism of the caterpillar to the butterfly. And this is so wonderful and so beautiful, because what I'm seeing next is the 10 of Cups. And that is just warming my heart, because I see and I feel how much joy there will be in your life and your very existence. And again, I don't want to give a false hope of there never being any conflict again or any challenges again, but just that it will be easier to see and understand how those challenges serve you, and that you'll be able to embrace them with a greater joy, because you'll have the understanding that everything is working out to your greater good. And here we have the Strength card. To embrace the strength, that strength is going to come forward. Oh, look at the lemniscate at the bottom. That is so perfect. Because, again, this is going to be highly instinctual. And as we embrace instinct, there do we find our courage. Courage is closely tied to being able to listen to and follow instinct. And so it is when we feel bound, as in this Eight of Swords card, it's when we feel bound that we lose our courage. And so the strength, and you're given, gosh, I just feel that. I feel that solar plexus energy, and I feel that powerful surge of confidence coming from that card, and that this is just that beautiful surge forward that is coming for you. Okay. All right. Now I see next also a Page of Pentacles. So the page is finding that golden opportunity that you're seeking. And so this may actually bring in physical pentacles or money. Oh yes, and I think that's a confirmation right there, because we have the Nine of Pentacles following that. And that's absolute independence and self-sufficiency, and just being able to provide for yourself with comfort and ease. And so, yeah, absolutely. What's coming in is also going to help you to establish that level in your life. And so the Judgment card is here, which is a call for you to awaken from a dormant state. And so there's talents, creativity, ability, something that has lain dormant within you is being called to awaken. And that hails back to your original oracle card of the pumpkin baby, because you're bringing something forward into the world that is going to be greatly beneficial and bring a lot of joy to you. This is such a powerful time of healing for you, where you're going to find yourself not only coming back into balance and healing the wounds of the past, but because of the healing and energy, you're with that clearing and a lighter energy level, you're now going to be able to also have a stronger connection to spirit. And that stronger connection to spirit is also something that is going to bring you great joy. With the Two of Pentacles, I see balance returning to your life, especially in the area of work and finances. And there again, we see that those two nets forming the lemniscate in the background. And that is to indicate here what I'm picking up on that from here is that the balance will be perpetual and ongoing. And so as the juggler would keep repeatedly tossing the coins up in the air and keeping them from falling, and so there will be the balance in your life that will be able to be maintained perpetually. So the financial worries are going to be released. And look at this, a great confirmation of joy and happiness. The sun is shining over everything in this reading, especially over any challenges that you have faced in the past, or the challenges that have been hurtful or devastating to you. Those are moving away now, and you are coming into a time of great joy and happiness and light. And with a final thought here, oh, here we are. You are embarking on a great adventure. And don't be afraid to take a risk and venture forward, because you can trust that the steps you're taking are the right steps. And so that, what a wonderful reading to have if you have chosen the skull. And I think that's so exciting and fortuitous. So as we're putting an end to this year, coming into the new year, know that you're coming into this cycle of light and joy and happiness, of healing, of letting go of the past and embarking on your next great adventure. That concludes the reading for the Skull Collective, and thank you for watching. For those of you who chose the Black Cat, this is your reading. And before we begin, I just have a few thoughts. I will be selecting a winner from among those who comment on this video to receive a free personalized video reading. And I do have a winner from the past, but was not able yet to give a reading to that person, and that is because I do need your email in order to send the reading. And so I want to invite you to send me your email address if you are notified that you've won. So please know that you can send that to me privately. You can send that to tarotmooncat@gmail.com, and the email would only ever be used to send you your free personalized reading. So I hope if you do comment and you do end up winning the drawing, which will take place on Halloween night, that you would be happy to send that email along so that I can send you your free video. Okay, so let's continue with your reading. Welcome those of you who chose the Black Cat. Let's get your reading started. All right, the first oracle we have for you is Will of the Wisp. Okay. Now, a Will of the Wisp is this sort of light that would guide people who would be lost, like on the moors, and it would guide them back to safety. And so the idea here is of this guiding light, right? And to follow the spark of your inspiration. So the idea is that you're going to be receiving guidance. You're going to be receiving signs that are lighting the way for you. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to signs that you're receiving or to opportunities that may come up for you, and then act on those signs and opportunities. Because this is a time to tune in and to follow the light, to follow what ignites and inspires you. And so the idea here is that you're being guided, what you're being guided towards, and you're being guided towards a new level of success. So this is going to be a pathway towards positive change, but there may be moments along the way that are a little frightening or a little challenging. The Will of the Wisp always comes to those who are lost and scared. And so this may be the moment that you're in right now. In your experience of life at this moment, those may be the feelings that you're having of being lost and scared. The Will of the Wisp, however, is a guide out of that fear, out of that loss, giving you direction and bringing you to safety. So that is why you need to trust that the guidance that you're receiving is for your highest good and bringing you to a better path. Oh goodness. Okay, our next one here is the Queen of Halloween. Now that's already giving me powerful strength and power. Looking into that. There we go. Looking into that, a queen is a leader. This is something your path is taking you to a place where you will take on a leadership of others. And okay, so a bunch of ideas just hit me at the same time. And I'm going to try to break that down. So the first thing I'm getting is the imposter syndrome. And no. You are being guided to the place where you are meant to be. So there's no need for feelings of inadequacy or feelings of, feelings of not being truly belonging in that spot. No, this spot is here for you. This is your true place in this role. So strength is required here, and there's also a requirement of firmness. I'm picking up this. I'm picking up this feeling of standing firm, and this is a message to set boundaries. So it may be necessary to do that and to establish with others the way that you want, the way that is an acceptable way to treat you. And that can be a struggle especially when or if you need to change the ongoing script. And so if that's the case, this is the time to remember that you are a queen and you are here to be treated as one. And this is actually this is an actual position of leadership, like in political office or a job that involves either guiding or managing other people. And just know that that position of authority is authentic for you. Okay. And so as you find yourself coming into that role, just embrace that thoroughly and completely, because that is yours. Okay, let's get your next one. You have a unicorn spirit. Use your imagination as you wield your own magic and make your dreams come true. This reminds me of that will-o'-the-wisp of following the inner light and the guidance there. To be both a unicorn and a queen and a leader, you are truly unique if you've chosen this one here. Strength from the earth elemental. Okay, so a couple of things right away from the card is that not only are you encouraged to find and embrace your strength, but also that you can bolster your strength through your connection to the earth. And the card itself says here, stay rooted and draw upon the earth's wisdom to navigate the challenges in your life. So, especially with leadership roles, you can expect to come up against and across challenges. Hold your ground, remember who you are, and draw on your strength with your full understanding of yourself. And then when that needs to be healed, or when that needs to be strengthened, spending time in nature, connecting with the earth, is going to help you in that way. Dragonfly Spirit asks you to have perspective. Be flexible and willing to change direction if needed to get a broader view of things. Firm but flexible. So you are going to be an amazing leader with those qualities, with the ability to do both of those things. We see the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like that's this leadership position coming in. Pentacles kind of have to do with our security in the world, and we get our security through our work or our job. And so as this is confirming to me that the leadership role that we're discussing here is something that you're going to find yourself in fairly soon. It's going to come through quickly. And look at this. We have 10 of Pentacles. So your success is profound and long-lasting. Your 10 of Pentacles is the most money that you can get, but you're attracting abundance to you at this point. And that is long-lasting generational wealth. Okay. So this opportunity coming in from the Knight of Pentacles, some kind of leadership opportunity where you are going to be helping and guiding others, and you're going to be coming into your own in this role. And here we have the Five of Cups. Now with the Five of Cups, there's advice here, which is really about letting go of our disappointments and letting go of the past. And so it's possible to be fixated on those opportunities that didn't work out, or those relationships that didn't work out. But it's not beneficial to dwell on that, because we can look up and see what is left that works, what is left that is to your benefit. Okay, it's interesting to me that in this particular deck, the Emperor is represented as the Green Man, because that is, again, emphasis on your connection with nature, and especially I'm feeling the power of trees. So I'm serious, like, just get out there and touch your hand to the bark of a tree. Sit beneath a tree for a while if you can. I know the weather's starting to turn a little colder, but we've got some warm days yet. So get yourself out there if you can, and do so safely, and just spend some time amongst the trees, because there is a powerful grounding energy amongst trees that is going to help you to embody that and embrace that within yourself. But more importantly is that Emperor figure, because there is a secure and powerful leader here who is naturally able to embrace that leadership role and to be comfortably secure within it. And the wheel is telling me that it's your time. It's your time to enter into this role, to find yourself in this position, and that it is not only the time for this to happen, but that it is your fate for this to happen, and that this is coming into your life for a reason. It's what you are here to do. All right. No one gets through life unscathed. No one gets where they're going without challenges. But it seems that you're carrying the burdens of your past way too much, and they are severely weighing you down. And one thing to notice within this card, carrying the burdens, if you can look over there on the horizon and see that the persona is very near to the destination and ready to set those burdens down. And so that is a task for you to work on right here, right now, is setting down the burdens of the past and being able to free yourself for the future, where you need to open up to opportunities. There's going to be choices to make, and will decide which direction you're going to go in, which cup is for you, what is the right direction for your soul. And being the Queen of Swords is, that's a callback to that second oracle card, the Queen of Halloween, because they have similar qualities. Actually, the Queen of Swords is very firm with her boundaries and accepts no falsehood from anyone. And so you're going to have a keen insight for who to trust and who not to trust that has been honed and developed through the challenges that you have experienced. And then this is where you're going into this happy, secure life and the ability to have enough to share with another, to hold security for a family even. And that's what those the Four of Wands represents, is that happiness, the happy and secure family life. Yeah, okay, and I even see the marriage in your future, marriage success, long-lasting abundance and joy. And so there may be some work to get there, and you have a high amount of responsibility in the calling that you are being drawn to as a leader, but you have the strength and the ability, and you can trust yourself to be able to hold that position securely and comfortably and to be successful within that role. And so with the last couple of thoughts, the last couple of oracles, overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. You have a powerful, powerful core, a powerful strength. With the queens that have come out here in this reading, that is undoubted, absolute. And it doesn't matter what gender you are, because what the queens are representing here is that essential core strength, which you have it. This is a trait of yours that is going to be very helpful to you, and that is going to be just a part of your nature, to have that strength. And then we have this almost jaunty reminder to journey by moonlight and believe in magic. And just so, what I'm getting here is just that, almost like this leap of faith moment of just understanding that this is meant for you. This is your place. This is your magic, because this is fundamentally who you are and why you are here. And so if you have chosen this reading, then do not doubt your strength or your leadership qualities, because they are absolute. And that concludes the Black Cat reading, so thank you for watching. Welcome to those of you who chose the Raven. This is your reading. And before we begin, just a couple of thoughts that I want to get out there. I will continue to have a drawing for a winner at the end of the month to receive a free personalized video reading. And just want to mention that I do need your email address in order to send you the reading. So anyone who comments on the video will be entered into the drawing, and the winner will receive that personalized video link via email. You can send me your email privately to tarotmooncat@gmail.com. So that's tarotmooncat@gmail.com. And if you if you do win the personal reading, I would be so happy to send that video out to you. I have a winner from last month that I have yet to hear from, who has not yet provided their emails. So I do want to get that reading out to you. Just if you happen to be watching again, please do reach out, and I'd be so happy to provide you that reading. And then here again, if you want an opportunity to win a free reading for yourself, just make a comment of any length or kind beneath this on this video, and then I will enter you into that drawing. And that drawing in this month takes place on October 31st. So hopefully you'll be the one to win. Okay, for the Raven Collective, let's go ahead and start your reading. Okay. Conjure the Dragon. That is your first oracle card. And oh my goodness, the vibrancy of that red dragon that she's holding just brings to mind the vibrant energy of the sacral chakra. And it makes dragons too represent that sort of serpentine pathway of the Kundalini rising. And so you have here already a very powerful message of just embracing your power, embracing the power within you. And so this is a call for you, especially to conjure up your confidence. And there's actual, to find the creative ways that you can embrace your confidence. So even, and especially if you feel shy or unsure, you can sort of through imagination embrace, or through a creative approach, embrace your creativity in that way. And then you find yourself bringing that forward in life. Okay. And so like the person in this card has imagined that the dragon, her courage takes this form of the dragon. And so that helps her to bring her courage forward. And you might imagine the same, that your courage is this fiery dragon within that can leap forward when called upon or when needed. All right, let's get our next card. This one is La Luna. So I already feel this very highly sensitive and tender energy for those who have chosen this reading. And La Luna is telling me of a connection with the moon. The moon does not shine with its own light. It receives that light from the sun. And this is a call to be able to relax and receive. And the moon is also very highly associated with that sense of beauty and sense of wonder. And so you are encouraged to cultivate those things. You have a very sensitive soul, a very sensitive nature. And so we know the moon as well as goddess energy. And there is here blessings from the goddess to bless you with your desires. And it's going to come from a place of receptivity, not inactivity, but also you're not you're not the bull with the horns. You're not charging or forcing anything to happen. It's more like you think of the moon's connection to water. It's more like you're going with the flow. And through going with the flow, do you find your most beautiful life, your blessed life. All right. Look at this. We were just talking about the connection to water, and your next oracle card is a water element. The idea here is of purification. Dive deep into your emotions, finding healing and renewal in the depths of your being. This is actually what gives you forward momentum. And it's again, just looking at those wings and looking at that moonlight, there is such a sensitivity to your soul. And know that that is a precious treasure. This is not something that just anyone can carry, particularly in this world. You have to be a bit of a spiritual warrior to hold that energy here. You also have the green fairy. Imagination. Explore the mysterious allure of creativity and embrace your inner uniqueness. There is call after call after call after call towards creativity here. So you definitely can find yourself on a creative path. And again, just let that flow to you naturally. And I think this is like release of ambition, release of, I know that seems counterintuitive for success, but that's not where you get your strength. You work a little differently. You get your strength from that flow of energy and by tuning into that. And so this is much more of like an introverted energy, one where the strength comes from within. We begin your tarot with the card of Justice. It's time to bring the just balance into your life. It's time. Yeah, this is bringing you to a place of healing. I think that with a soul as sensitive as yours, this world often is telling you to be somebody else that you are not, or trying to shape you and mold you into a type of personality that just doesn't suit you and doesn't benefit you. And so what Justice is talking about, that balancing of the scales and bringing you back into the true alignment of who you really are. And that's going to be your unique vibration, your unique energy, what makes you different, what makes you unique, what makes you you. And then look at that Empress energy. Wow, what a confirmation for creative success. The Empress is the ultimate creator. And so, and that's, again, that call forward towards a creative path. That's definitely for you. Okay, so this is the path that's taking you to your ability to build a foundation in the world, one of success. And so we have that 3 of Wands, where 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th pillar is that final pillar, into that secure foundation. But this means you're on your way to that. And there's a few things that are involved here, in which is to viewing yourself from a higher perspective, viewing your place in the world, but also understanding your role within the world and how you're affecting it. And then also notice the blindfold. So she's looking within to find the guidance, looking within to see where to go, not using her physical eyes, right? And so, again, there's a strong connection here to the psyche, a strong connection here to what's intuitive, what's internal, and having the space to look inward, to turn your attention inward and to focus on that. And so this is how you come into your strength and your power. And it's not by being forceful. You're operating, as we said, in a different way. And that's by, because remember, she tames the lion not by dominating, but through compassion. And so that's going to be the same for yourself, where you can't continue, if you have done it, been doing this, and I feel like that's the case here, you can't continue to force yourself to try and discipline yourself into a persona that doesn't fit you. So what brings your true strength forward is compassion for yourself, compassion for who you are, passion for who you are. And this brings you the Nine of Cups. How beautiful. How beautiful. Because you live in this creative way that brings you so much joy and fulfillment. It's like a dream come true. And there you are on top of the world. Yeah, so this is just like your ultimate success comes from doing things your way, and your way is a softer, gentler way, but it actually is more successful because of that. The Wheel of Fortune turns because this is your fate, to embrace yourself in this way and to find your creative path. That's what is meant to be for you. That is your fortune that's being told tonight. Okay. And the Page of Swords means, okay, so this is the seeking of that truth. Like I often on this Page of Swords see that more of a tuning fork, because this is where it rings true. So you're finding what rings true for you. And that is the quest for that particular page. Okay. So I see that Aquarius, you here, being such a very sensitive soul, is a power that you've been given. And at the same time, it has made it so hard and so difficult to be in this world, that being here in this level of existence is feeling like this to you. Like you're a pincushion, like you have absorbed so much pain and been through so many challenges. It's hard to exist here. But this is what you are turning away from with that turning of the Wheel of Fortune. You're coming away from those times of burden, and you're coming into that wish fulfillment and that beautiful joy that comes from just like finding the perfectly tuned note or the perfectly tuned frequency, and that is your absolute way forward. And so I see here with a final message for you of joy and delight. Open your heart to joy And now that opening of your heart to joy is your guiding light. It's how you're going to find your way into the creative path that you're looking for. Alright, so that concludes the reading for the Raven, and I hope you truly have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another reading.